Hey guys, it's ANicWin, also known as Amy, and happy Monday. I hope you're having a lovely day. This is a little ice cream shack situation. I'm really thinking of shaved ice. And this might be a regional thing, I'm not sure, but it feels like it's probably more national. But we have a little it's like a shaved ice shack truck thing that pops up around Memorial Day and then it leaves. And comes back in warm weather. It's typically near pools, water parks, regular parks, things like that. And it's called Kona Shaved Ice. That's what it's called. And it's literally just shaved ice. I don't think you can get drinks or anything there. It comes in those weird little plastic cups. Not the fancy ones. It's like the little Dixie cups, the clear ones. You know the ones. But it comes in that. It's just the ice with the different flavorings on it. I think you can mix and match. I'm not sure. I don't ever go to them because I'm not a fan of shaved ice personally. If I'm going to go for a frozen treat in the summer, I either go for an actual ice cream cone. French vanilla is where it's at. I'm just saying. Or I will go for Italian ice because I really love the texture of Italian ice. So that's just me. It's just personal preference, but I wanted to build that. I am so ready for summer. I'm ready for warm weather. I am excited to go kayaking. I have a couple of trips this year. I might hike. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of hiking, but I have a couple of plans, ideas, I guess, for day trips. So we'll see if that shakes out. I'm just excited to do things that don't involve thick socks, right? If you know, you know. I live in Kentucky. It's technically the South. Some people will say the Midwest. That's just completely wrong. We're Southern, and it's 25 degrees in the morning, but it'll be in the mid 70s by the afternoon. So it's how do I dress? How am I supposed to dress in these circumstances? And the answer is you layer and you just get a little bit sweaty. It is. That's your only option. So once summer gets here, you'll at least be consistently sweaty, but you won't have to put on winter clothes and be overly sweaty. That's enough about sweat, right? We've gone too far with it. But I really enjoyed this place. I think this looks the way that summer feels, and it just sparks so much joy for me. And I really enjoyed every second of this build. It took me about an hour and a half to sit down and put it all together. It didn't take very long at all. And I'm thrilled with the way that it came out. Now, I don't do a ton to the interior, which we're about to do now. It just looks like a clinical, not even a clinical, but it looks like a standard kitchen, a standard work environment. And that was on purpose. I don't envision people trying to buy this and own this or run this as a restaurant, but you can, of course. I am more so thinking that this is just a place for your Sims to visit. And I wanted it to look like a walk-up ice cream stand where you order at the window and then you slide to the right and you pay at the little person. So that was the goal. Of course, it's not going to work like that functionally because it is in The Sims and we do have certain parameters we have to work with, but that was the deal. That was the vision, you know? And I also want to say, if my voice sounds hoarse, and it sounds kind of hoarse to me, but it might not be translating well through the mic. Hopefully it's not. I went to a concert on Tuesday and I wooed a little too much. I went too hard with the singing as well. And I don't regret anything, but I kind of feel like I've been punched in the throat, so we went too hard. It's fine. Mistakes were made, lessons were learned, regrets, there are none. And if you're wondering who I saw, because I'm going to shout them out, not that they would ever see this, but I just think more people should listen to them. I saw Sammy Ray and the Friends, and if you know who they are, we can be besties because they are phenomenal. And if you don't know, don't feel shamed, but I would encourage you to look them up if you're into jazz, indie rock, that kind of thing. There's just a ton of elements to their music. There's a whole horn section, multiple saxophones, which if you know me, you really know that gets me. It's bass heavy. There's a lot of melodies. There's a ton of different vocals going on. It's just a great time. Yeah, it is. But they were who I went to see. They had a little band called Melt open for them, and I had never heard of them. and they were also phenomenal. They're pretty similar. They're not the same, obviously, but they also have some of that jazz element, a lot of powerful vocals, and they were pretty cool. I plan on checking them out as well. So there was a musical recommendation that you did not ask for. Not a musical, a music recommendation you didn't ask for, but maybe, just maybe, you'll discover something new. Who knows? It's also okay if you don't like it. Not many people do. I feel like it's a really specific taste, but that's fine. We're all different, and that's what makes the world a beautiful place. So we're working on the exterior. I did place some picnic tables. You saw that. I used mostly Island Living, but I did pull one from, oh, I think City Living. So if you don't have that one particular table, it's the yellow and blue one that's combined. Those two will be missing. I intentionally added, you know, an even number of each table that I used. You can always just copy and paste a different kind of copy and paste. Can you tell I've been working in like Microsoft Office? You can also grab some picnic tables from a different pack and place them. I tried to go for like a distressed colorful look because it's Sulani, but any picnic table will do. It doesn't really matter. This is like a little playground area for the kids. If they finish their ice cream and the adults aren't quite finished yet, they can go and play while we wait. There was a bathroom. You can get to it even though I placed all of the landscaping everywhere. I didn't think about that till after the fact, but when I play tested it, I had no routing issues. So that's probably because these are all debug plants. Your Sims can walk right through them. They act like they're not even there. So. And then we're laying out the rest of the landscaping. So I do the leaning palm trick to the right with that little surfboard sign. In front, I think it's just saying like shaved ice here or something like that. The kids area is marked with like a flag or banner. That would probably be a better word. And then I do include this flag as well. It's a little awkward because I feel like it turns to the wrong side. And when you turn it the other way, it looks weird. So I just moved it back. Ideally, it would have been right beside the building. And then I think I do eventually move it forward if memory serves me correctly, but my memory is not the most reliable. So yes, I do. Okay. I was like, we'll figure it out. So it's turned the opposite way. I don't really love that, but we work with what we've got. It's fine. But I'm just placing all of this grass detail and these flower details and stuff like that. Landscaping in Sulani is not something that I've ever thought that I'm great at, but it is something that's super, super fun because it's not structured. Well, it's kind of lazy. It's lazily structured. So it looks like someone intentionally planted flowers and then they just let them go. So I don't know. That's just a little something that I enjoy. So on that note, guys, I am going to leave you here to enjoy the rest of the build. This was a short one. Hopefully you did enjoy it. As usual, I will be posting the screenshots on Instagram. If you want to hop over there and check those out, you can let me know what you've thought by leaving a like or comment down below. You can also subscribe if that's something that would spark joy for you. I will see you next Monday with my next video. And in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely rest of your week. Bye, guys.
Head held high, even though it's not a lie that we need deep in the dust. Killing time while pretending that we're fine, thinking someday we will burst. You and I are falling behind, and I'm ready to go get out while we're whole. Now take my advice, take my advice. Let go, I wanted you. I know, you feel it too. Cut loose, before we sink into the ocean's blue, the ocean. It takes some time, even though it's just a smile, but I hate it when I'm faking. With you, I